many of you love to get away on vacation? How many of you have ever been to the beach? Do you ever just sit on the sand and look out at the vastness of the sea? Do you ever find yourself thinking, man, I wish I was out there away from all of it? Well, if you've ever asked yourself any of those questions, there is a way for you to get away from land and take a vacation out on the water. A cruise vacation. Today, I will explain to you what you need to know about taking a cruise vacation. On February 5th of this year, my husband and I will be cruising to Jamaica and Haiti, and I felt like cruise vacations was a fitting topic for this speech. First, I will talk to you about some of the statistics about cruising. Second, I will tell you some interesting facts about the cruise ship. Third, I will tell you about all the food taken onto the ship. And lastly, we'll discuss some of the exotic places that cruise ships normally stop. First, let's talk about some of the statistics of cruising. In 2016, 12.41 million North Americans cruised on a cruise line. That's a lot of people. According to Statista, the global cruise industry estimated an estimated revenue of $39.6 billion in 2015, a figure which has grown around $15 million in the last decade. Well, I'm sure you're wondering, how fast do cruise ships go? Cruise ships usually cruise at a speed of 21 to 24 knots per hour, which in miles per hour is 27. Now that we've talked about a few statistics of the cruise ship, let's talk about some interesting facts about the ship. Since I'm a nurse, I thought that these couple facts coming up were pretty interesting. Most ships have a morgue. The morgue can hold up to 1 to 3 bodies. Depending on which cruise line you take, the body can be transported back to the point of embarkation where you start, or it may be taken off at the next port of call. Also, there is a very high risk of catching a disease on a cruise line, so make sure you wash your hands. Anytime large groups of people tend to congregate in a relatively small space, there is a large chance that you can catch a disease. On cruise ships, there's the most common, disease that you can catch while you're there is foodborne, and it's usually like the stomach virus. The two world's largest cruise ships are Oasis of the Seas and Allure of the Seas. The ships can carry over 6,000 passengers. They have 16 different decks. They are nearly 4 football fields long. Think about that. And by comparison, they are more than 90 meters long than Titanic and more than 4 times heavier. So now that we've discussed some interesting facts about a cruise, let's talk about one of everyone's favorite parts, the food. Cruises are notorious for their endless amounts of food available, but it's hard to imagine how all of that food is transported and prepared. Let's take the Allure of the Seas, for example. So this cruise ship feeds up to 5,400 passengers multiple times a day at 26 different venues, ranging from a Starbucks to an upscale eatery called Chef's Table. Could you handle all that stress? How do you make everyone happy? The first challenge is predicting what most passengers would enjoy eating. This can depend on different seasons, different routes, and different types of passengers. The next hurdle is to transfer the food from the pier to the ship. Let's take Disney's Magic, for example. 2,700 passengers loads up to 3,125 gallons of soda, 10,000 pounds of chicken, and 71,500 eggs for an average week-long sailing. That's a lot of food. Technology assures smooth sailing by alerting crew members to where passengers are eating at certain different times. This allows for extra information to the cooks for anticipating, peak times of dinner, lunch, and what time people go to eat, what they like to eat more. The technology helps kind of keep that organized. So, you have the boat, you have the food, and there's so much more to enjoy. But finally, let's discuss the best part. Where's your cruise ship going? The most popular cruise destination is the Caribbean for many different reasons. Most Caribbean cruises leave from Florida, which makes it really accessible for people to leave from. They stop at places like Jamaica, Haiti, and Aruba. The price is unbeatable as opposed to booking a hotel, transportation, and then buying all of your meals, which is all provided on a cruise ship. Caribbean beaches offer many activities such as horseback riding on the beach, or swimming with the dolphins, or even just relaxing on the beach, which is our personal favorite. The Mediterranean is also high ranked in cruise vacations. They travel to places such as Greece, Spain, or Italy, and these types of cruises are great for people who enjoy trying out cultural foods and cultural drinks and doing a lot of sightseeing. So today I've talked to you all about cruise vacations. From the members of cruise to the numbers of cruisers and to how the ship operates, cruising is a team effort to make sure all the guests have a wonderful time. Cruising is a great way to see many different parts of the world while still enjoying the basics of a vacation. Cruising is our favorite vacation because fun, food, and adventure are all right at your fingertips. So now that I've discussed some of the major components about cruising, will you take a chance and sail the seas? I hope so. Thank you.